Alright. Apologize for that. I had to get my controller wire untangled. And I got my chat working again, so that's good news. I'm happy about it. Hopefully you're also happy about it. I was going to... Are you okay? Ellie caught a yawn mid-meow, so... I love her so much.
Hey, sweetheart.
In case you're wondering, Ellie's still cute. That's what she's up to. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, we're starting off as Thick Mario, going backwards and tripping, and we're being attacked. Okay, well, you know... Ooh, we're starting early today. Okay. It'll be alright. If I can get to those doors. So... There we go. We're in the basement. Cool. And we can drain the basement, and this will give us access to infinite basements. Oh my god, assuming I can ground pound these pillars. Jesus. Anywho, yes. I was going... And then I die. I paused because I'm dead. Ellie, go lay down, please. Sometimes when you pause, it kills you. Well, that's unfortunate. I was really happy we were going to be unlocking the basements, and you know, that's too bad. Good morning, Shiny. I was going to do more Pacifist Mario today, but I had a big brain idea to shave off almost all of our kills we've had to do so far for Mario 3. So I'm having to go back and make a few selective save states to prove my theory's working right, but we should be able to go back and clean up most of the kills, so I'm excited about that. But for right now, that means we're not ready to do that, and I'm going to be doing some more Chaos Mario. That's unfortunate. We were very close to unlocking the basement permanently, even though we haven't actually beaten the first Bowser yet, which would have been great for us, but Ellie jumped on my desk, so I paused my game, and sometimes when you pause your game in this, it kills you. So that sucks. Moonstone, good morning. How are you today? Shiny, I'm doing a playthrough of Mario 3 with getting the lowest possible amount of kills. No warp whistle, though. Well, I believe the game crashed. Oh my god. We are already in it. This is... It's acting up more than usual, and that's saying a lot. Oh my god, yes. So I guess what I'm guessing is what happened is we shut off too many Marios and the game crashed. Finally, something. Hey, Brussels sprouts be good though. Big fan of Brussels sprouts. Absolutely. Rather, do you want this one specifically, or do you want 1.0 or 2.0? Because as the number gets higher, they get worse. 1.0 is bad, but it's still like... I mean, playable is a heavy word, so I don't know if I'd go that far, but, you know. So just let me know, I'll send you one. I'll send you all three, I don't care. I mean, you definitely need enough, vegetables and some salt. See, like, I feel like you should, well, nothing I can do here. I feel like I don't ever want to blend them together. If I'm gonna do, really? If I'm gonna do crowd control or randomizer, I'm gonna do crowd control or randomizer. That is never something you want to do both. Okay. Whip. Alright, well. Okay. So if we're sinking to the bottom, can I then just climb into the ship? Like, can I just walk into the ship? Because that certainly seems like that would be the case, right? Let's find out. Ship's still here. Can I get into it? Ooh, eel's in the way though, isn't it? Okay, well. I can't take damage. Can I get him to leave the ship like this? Man, we gotta unlock Mario. And then we died. Well, you know, see, I'm not. I understand. There's a feature where if you push punch, he shoots fire out of his hands. Okay, well. See, I'm of the opinion, like, I understand it takes a lot of talent, like, I could not pull off that thing you just said you did, probably. But, like, if I ever do a speedrun, I want it to be something that has concrete structure. I don't, really, it kills you when you pause, but not this often, my god. I'm just gonna have to stop pausing. No more pausing. Wow. So I need it to be like 100% the same every single time, otherwise it's not pleasant in my head. My brain is very unhappy about the idea of that. Like Isaac. You know I love Isaac. Refuse to ever speedrun it because it's random and I don't understand the appeal. Okay, we're in Rainbow Ride. As a race, yeah, that'd be great. But if we're talking about like speed run. Speed. Like bragging rights in regards to speed runs. There are people out there who have like the first place in roguelike speedruns, and I do not understand. Like, there's something to be said about not knowing the layout of the game and still being able to get the high score, so that is impressive in its own way. But if the game is different for each person who plays it, some people are going to have a easier layout than others, you know what I mean? So it just, in my brain, it doesn't sit right. But as a race, if two people have the same map, that would be hilarious. I would love that. Let me know if you want to race Zelda randomizer sometime. I'll lose, but I'll have a good time doing it. Well, I mean, so far, we're only like 10 minutes into the stream and I already made it to Rainbow Ride, so like, we're on pace. Let's see if I can get any stars today. Hopefully we can get one. Mostly just bummed out because we were very close to unlocking the basement permanently. I'm saying, if you play Mario Kart with me sometime, I mean, yeah, I'm willing to, well, we can go like do back and forth. We can like, because I want to do Mario Kart, you want to do that, I'm up for both. Well, you know, let's try Jolly Roger Bay. Let's see what's going on over there. And I do like the idea of some co-ops, like my A and B buttons got swapped again. Like Turtles in Time co-op would be really fun. Stuff like that. But yeah, like I do like the idea of racing with you too, though. Us fusing our communities together and having a good time, that just sounds wonderful. And like I said before, I've been wanting to play video games with you for just years. So that makes for a good excuse to do that. Candy Monster, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Mario is freaking out. So one of the more creative things that 3.0 does is it simulates lag. There is occasionally lag, really hard lag for Mario, where he'll skip and it'll eat your inputs, but the rest of the game is unaffected. Just Mario, he'll start lagging really hard. And it's hilarious when you're underwater. Okay, now, okay, well, now he's going backwards, you know. Well, when in Rome. Probably Friday, because as much fun as I'm going to have doing that, I don't want an audience. And on Friday, our mother and her husband are going to be out of the house. So I feel like that's probably the best time to do it. Well, the boat's gone, so that's unfortunate. Good news is, Mario is shooting backwards, so that's nice. Okay, and he's pulling things into himself. This actually could help, because I can get into the cannon this way. If you can get the lid on the cannon to move towards you, the cannon suddenly becomes unlocked. Like you can just climb into it. Destronium, big, good morning. Didn't want that to happen. I haven't touched a button in a while. Yeah, that sounds good. I know going on a trip, that can be exciting and fun, but you know, it drains your batteries. It's always good just to be home and being able to relax, you know. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. You should be able to clip through these walls. Yep, okay. So in the courtyard, this bit here, that brick area, the brown bricks, they only have collision on one side. If you're in that wall, you can just walk out. And that's not true anywhere else. So if we're sealed inside the entrance to the castle in either direction, you can't do that. You have to touch the door and you get in this infinite loop of going back and forth until you like die or something. This wall though, for whatever reason, you can escape. So for that, the courtyard here is our best friend. What? Hold on. Okay, it's not a ghost, it's just this thing. Okay, well, you know, we're gonna do our best. Hope you're all doing well today. You know, we're gonna get out of here. Mario, could you knock it off, please? Because you know, Mario, help. Alright, well, we're going back to no, camera. Okay, door's melting. Can we now go through the other door? You know, I gotta think it'll let us through the other door now. I was wrong. Okay, well, we're going back to Big Boo's Hunt. Never seen Tropic Thunder, but I have heard it's a movie. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Mario. Hello, Mario. Mario. Well. I gotta say, look at the boos going around the fountain. I mean, if we're being honest, that's the most boo-like behavior they can have. Like, if you're all familiar with the boos from earlier Mario games, that's very on brand. Guys, we're in the courtyard for too long. We're getting towed. Can you let me out of the tree, please? Okay, is the boo gonna come back? If the boo did come back, can I hit it? Probably not. You know, door's gone. You know, okay. Where'd the door go? Can I just die? Would you let me die, please? Please let me die. Ow. No. Wait, hold on. Is that the door? I found the door. Okay, hold on. Itty bitty door. Small door. Oh my god, we finally got out. Okay. Cool. Okay. So what do we have left to get? Womp's Fortress is 8 red coins. Jolly Roger Bay has like... Okay, we need to do the ship in Jolly Roger Bay before we do anything else, right? Cool Mountain. We've raced the penguin and beat him like 6 times. Still haven't gotten the star. And those are really our only options at this point because we haven't unlocked any other area. Although we could go after Bowser, which is something we're required to do at some point, but I'm really not seeing how it's doable. So that being said, let's go fight Bowser. Because, yeah, this is something that we're going to have to at some point do, and I don't understand how it's going to be physically possible. Because, you know... Nailed it. So far, so good. Alright. So that's the slope. So the geography of the level is still the same. It just visually looks different. And then it summons a killer green mushroom. So there we go. Yeah, you know, and then you step in. I mean, you step in quicksand. What do you think is going to happen? You know, that's fair. That's reasonable. Yeah, no. Guys, we got Bowser on the ropes. We can't give up now. Very carefully. It's just, I'm familiar enough with this level that for the beginning bit here, I don't really, like, I'm familiar with how it is. So, I can get through that beginning bit without having to see the level. The problem is, after that point, it gets a little more iffy. So yeah, now we're going up the hill, and we should be heading towards the thing. Problem is that once we reach a certain point, this is going to be very not doable. Missed. So, I'm really thinking this isn't going to be it. There we go. It's a problem because when Mario enters that T-posing floating stage, he stops interacting with everything around him, so you really can't feel the map. You can't, like... You can tell when Mario's going up a hill, even if the ground's not there. When he's like that, you can't then tell. It is still doing this, isn't it? I would really love a map that I can actually see the ground. Like, you know, give me whatever bad controls you want to give me. I'd love to be able to see the ground. there, it just threw me out. Alright. So we just gotta... We gotta get a setup where we're actually able to see the ground. Okay. Okay, good. We can see the ground. It is forcing us to the left really hard, but you know... I'd rather have bad controls and be able to see the ground than control Mario well without being able to see the ground. So like for that, it was forcing us to the left and giving us like really weird... Forcing us to the right that time. You never know, really. We gotta beat Bowser though. Okay, okay. Mario, stop it, Mario. Could you? Mario. Okay, he's doing this thing where he's going backwards. We lost our camera, that's fine. There we go. Guys, Bowser got us. Going backward. Okay, so the door's deadly. Problem is, there's really no alternative. So, door? No? Alright. You said it, Mario. Oh, hey, he's not going backwards anymore. See, we're making progress. We're getting there, you guys. Bowser's terrified. Quaking. He's Quake 3. Little Boss Gaming, good morning. How are you today? We have 23 stars. Haven't got any yet today, but we only have been playing for 20 minutes, so you know... Oh, he going left. Oh god, he going left. Wow, Mario. Stop it. Alright, good news. We're back in the castle. You and me, Bowser, rematch. You thought you were slick. Fight me. Ouch. Okay, this is a very interesting one. It locks the camera in a very specific angle behind Mario, and it makes it hard to see stuff. To be fair, easier to see stuff than it was just a little bit ago. Still not ideal. It is. I mean, it's just a collection of really crazy codes that happen when you're playing. So right now, my buttons are swapped. Sometimes you can't see the map, sometimes Mario moves backwards, sometimes just throws them around. The ground can turn into quicksand, you can catch on fire, random dialogue boxes can come up, the game could just give you a game over. That green mushroom there kills you. Sometimes you die and it just doesn't close the game. You just watch Mario body land there for a while. Just you know, give it a gander. We're gonna look at all the what's available together. Okay, no, appreciate Candy Monster. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Alright, Mario, just slide. Sees, you know, wow, okay. He be sliding sometimes. Good news is I think my button switched back to normal. Yeah, my jump button is my jump button again, so that's good. Okay, and like I said, we can still see the actual level. As long as we can see the level, there's a chance. Wish it wouldn't do that. Okay, directions got reversed. That's, you know, that's not a... And then they got reversed back. That's an issue. If you're like in like a narrow ledge and your direction gets reversed, don't want that. earthquake mode. Fine. It's doing that thing where when we're in the air, it automatically ground pounds. Don't want that. But yeah, there's just... Oh, God, okay. There's a code where Mario doesn't stop moving. So you really just gotta get him cornered against a wall or something. That's the only way. Like, see this? I'm not telling him to keep going, I'm just tapping the button and he's going that direction until something stops him. So, like, the best strategy would be to stand here and wait it out, but, like, I know by the time that happens, something's gonna kill me. So, we're cool. Alright, we waited it out. Mario's invisible, but that's fine. That's honestly alright. As long as we can see the level, that's the big thing. Because a lot of the time when you're going through here, you just cannot see the map. If we can beat Bowser, that would be the biggest win I've ever had on this stream. Like, oh, no joke. Because right now I don't actually know if it's doable. Like, I don't think I'm capable of pulling that off. But we'll see. There's an effect that makes Mario trip constantly. Like, if you push the direction, he just falls over. He cannot walk. It is no walking moment. And I think it's hilarious. But, you know. Shiny wife, good morning. Hope you're doing well. I was assigned to play this game. Ouch. Alright, so... Guys, this is as close as we've ever been. We made it in. Bowser. Well, we're about to die immediately, but you know what they say. Ouch. We got 2 more lives. 3 more lives? We got 3 more lives to do this. We got 2 more lives to do this. Oh no, it's gonna throw us all the way out. We died outside the pipe, so we gotta start over. I mean, it's our own fault for stepping in quicksand. We should have known better, but like... That's unfortunate. Oh, hey, we're back in Big Boo's haunt. And we're dead. I mean, that makes sense. It is a haunted house. I don't know what I was expecting. And tick-tock clock. And we are dead, though. We are, like, don't get me wrong. We're dead. But we are upstairs, and you know, that's a good thing. Let's go back and tick-tock clock, see if we can get a star. So I know what you may be asking yourself. You're like, bees, what on earth makes this chaos mode? And I don't know how to answer you. But I'll let you know if I find out. Ooh, running around at the speed of sound. This is Sonic the Hedgehog mode. We did get to Bowser though. We have made progress. Mario.
And it's all thanks to you.
It is thanks to me, isn't it? Oh, he's doing the left thing. See how he's spinning? That's one of the fun ones. It messes you up so much more than you think it would. Ah, yep. Yep, because of that. I'm just saying you combined Mario curves left with super speed, you're just launching off of maps. There's nothing you can do about it. A little bit at a time. Slow and steady, you know? You got a little bit at a time. You know, Bowser's not going anywhere. I mean, for a very long time, apparently. Alright. Okay. Okay. Ouch. Whip. Well, you know, sometimes Mario just jumps off a cliff. Nothing you can do about that, really. Yep, see, there you go. There he goes again. Mamma mia. Soundtrack to this game slaps. Oh, alright. If you lose at Pong, you die. I don't know, Mario. Are you sure? So, I know what you're saying. Bees. Go race the penguin. Alright. We beat this penguin like 6 different times. We just can't collect the star because we beat him and then we either die or it forces us out of the level or he just doesn't give us the star or... You know, you never really know why you're not going to get the star, but I promise you, you're not going to get the star. You would think racing the penguin would be the hard part, and collecting the star is the easy part, but you're wrong. Oh. And then sometimes this happens. Alright. We're getting there though, guys, you know, slow and steady, you know, tortoise and the hare. Sometimes you gotta stop and smell the roses, you know. We're learning a lesson about patience. But you know who has a lot of patience? Doctors. You know, we may have lost the race, but we still have our health. Oh, what? That's sad.
Mamma mia! Hedgehog.
Yep. Whoop whoop whoop. Oh, let me show you this effect. Hold on. So if you crouch, it hurts you. Crouch hurts you. That's what we call. Well, I mean, if you push the Z button, you take damage. It's hilarious. It's one of my favorite effects.
Hedgehog.
Oh god, that's disorienting. Ah, Jesus! The game just likes to randomly cycle through your camera options. And during a sled race, oh god, that's very disorienting. That was my own fault, even, probably. I've died there before on regular mode.
Mamma mia.
My Mario's back doing the left thing again.
Hedgehog.
Alright. Shiny, I appreciate you. Can I get back into the... Hey, we got into the cabin before it sank into the earth. At least you got your health. Appreciate you. Did the penguin just go over the ledge? I feel like the penguin just went off the track. So that's not good. Yep, he's gone. That's unfortunate. But we're also off the track, so you know, we're not so different, him and I.
Game over.
You said it, Mario.
Okie dokie.
Alright. It's still doing that damage button thing. You know, we're quick approaching the stream of this where I just don't get any stars. We've had diminishing returns. First stream we had 10, second stream 8, third stream 5. We haven't got any so far this stream.
Mamma mia.
Mario, if you're gonna act up like this, I'm gonna let you drown. Okay. Whip. Someone host me? I feel like someone hosted me, because that's the only thing that doesn't pop up in my activity feed. I apologize. I appreciate you guys, but it doesn't pop up on my activity feed for whatever reason. Queen, good morning. How are you today? Since we last talked. Hope you're doing well. Bella's being sweet. Hey, Bella. Alright, well, you know, let's see if we can get back into the castle, maybe? You know what else is really tired? A car. You know, I'm just doing the best I can. Hey, game crashed. Cool. It's a thing, like, the thing that causes the most issue is shedding Marios. The game has only crashed like 4 times so far, and each time it's because we just keep shedding off Marios so many that the game crashes.
Hello.
You like jazz?
You like jazz? Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm okay. I'm never, like, it's not my first choice, but it's always appreciated, you know, like, you forget about how much you like jazz until it's playing in the background of your life. It's good for relaxing.
If you can't compete, you can't eat. And you know eat rhymes with sweet. And I'm gorgeous over here, boy. We honeybees over here.
Thank you, John B. We are honeybees over here. So thank you for that. You got those speedrun strats. Okay.
Hedgehog.
Oh. Well, that sucks. We just landed on the death plate. We were just standing on it.
Hedgehog. Hedgehog.
Alright. Well, I hope you get some good rest, and I appreciate you stopping by. I'm sure I'll talk to you either tomorrow or whenever. Or, just message me if you want to chat. I appreciate you, and I hope you get some good sleep.
Hedgehog.
Oh, you know. Alright. Mario really can't decide if he wants to be in this level or not, because he's flying off the map, but he also refuses to leave the painting. So I don't know. Oh, that's not good.
Okie dokie.
Oh, Mario. How about we knock that off? And we've got very limited options. Unless we beat Bowser, we're very limited. So I was hoping we were going to unlock the basement a little bit ago, and we got very close. Because without beating Bowser, it's a bit of an issue. Alright.
Hedgehog.
Really? The worst part about this whole thing. Guys, good news, the death plane got deactivated, which is a thing that happens from time to time. So in case you're wondering what this level looks like from below, there you go. Okay, good. It's doing that thing where crouch kills you. And then it stopped. Can I damage myself by jumping too high? I can. Okay, thank you, game. Because in cases like this, you really gotta figure out a way to die. Fortunately, the game is usually really eager to let you die. So the worst part about this whole situation is I've beaten the penguin like 6 times in a race. I just haven't yet been able to collect the star. Okay, sometimes those stars are actually those mushrooms are actually mushrooms. Sometimes though, those green mushrooms will kill you, and okay. Let me know if you want me to switch levels at any point, because I'm just gonna mess around with this penguin for a while. But if you feel like I should go back to Jolly Roger Bay or fight Bowser, okay, there we go. Or anything really, 8 Reds in Womp's Fortress. Whatever you feel like I should be doing, let me know. We could go back to Big Boo's Haunt as well. We've yet to get any stars there. Whoa, okay, Mario, you... Alright. So there are several areas where we could be collecting stars. I've also yet to get the star from the slide for time. We got the regular one, but if you go on the slide fast enough, you get another star. I haven't got that one yet, either. In fact, there's a good chance that after we get done failing this a few more times, I'm going to go over there. Okay. Whoa, okay. Okay, now I'm curious what's going to kill us this time before we collect the star. Hold on. We're not safe yet. Because sometimes the game doesn't let you save. You're never safe until you save. If you grab that star, do not celebrate. You save first. Guys, we finally got the penguin star. That could be the only star we get all stream. I'm cheesed about it. Alright. My god.
Hedgehog.
Wow. You know? So let's see how we do getting these 8 reds, because that's funny to me. Okay. I mean, so far so good. We're not dead yet. I mean, we're about halfway there if you think about it. Not dead though. We did save the stars or the red coins we collected. Whoa, okay, Mario, you sure you want to be doing that, Chief? You want to be okay, fine.
Hedgehog.
Okay. Every once in a while, Mario, well, I say once in a while, the majority of the time when you go into this level, Mario just likes to launch himself off the map.
Hedgehog. Game over.
Sir, you can game over me all you want. We got that penguin star. I am thrilled about it. Alright, so we got 2 red coin stars we could be going after, and actually now that I say that, I'm going to be going after Womp's Fortress red coin star. Because we've gotten very close to that one several times.
Mamma mia.
Yeah. Well, the game wanted us to go after the slide, who might argue? Alright. You know, the game wanted us to burn to death, and who might argue? Where'd that star end up? So, occasionally the game will spawn random stars for you. The problem is, they end up being placed below the map, where you can't reach them. So, like, it spawned, but you just can't get to it. Mario, could you stop going left, please? I can't actually get out of here if you're just gonna... Alright. Alright. We're making progress, you guys. You gotta believe with me. This isn't gonna work if I'm the only one believing. Hold on, did we just boot up a normal copy of Mario 64? What's going on here? Is it working right? I thought we were playing Chaos Edition. What happened?
Hedgehog.
Don't, maybe don't taunt the game. Yeah, maybe that was a bad idea. Probably shouldn't do that.
Mario!
Whoop.
Hello.
Hey. Okay. He's doing that thing where he refuses to stop moving, and I don't appreciate it. Whoa. Good news, guys. We got another star. Alright. We can stop again, so that's nice. Okay. You don't realize how useful it is in a video game to be able to stop moving until you can't. Well, I don't know where I am, so I'm going to wait for the camera to snap back into place. There we go. Okay. So we got the two on the island and then the one on the rotating piece of wood, the one over there. The deceptive thing here is we've already got the one in the wall. The game is just really good about recoloring stars for you, so ones that you already have are gold and the ones that you don't have yet are blue. It's very deceptive that way. Whip, whip, okay. Oh, God. See what I mean? This one is so much easier to get than Cool Mountain. Like, we've got 6 without much of an issue, versus Cool Mountain was just being a nightmare to us. Whoop. Ouch. Right. Let this wait itself out. Because like when it does that, you can change direction all you want, but Mario can't stop moving. It makes it very unplayable, so you just kind of survive until it's over. Okay. Bad news is those platforms aren't up there. Good news is that's still not the end of the world. Finagle this, do some trickery. Problem is, without being able to see Mario, that makes this trick a lot more difficult. There we go. So did it fall? I feel it fell, right? Hold on. It fell. Oh my god, this is abysmal.
Game over.
Yeah, no, you run out of lives, you get a game over. That's fair.
Okie dokie.
There's only so many times I can make that "why is this called Chaos Edition" joke, and I'm still gonna keep doing it, but like, I know it's not funny, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it anyway. Hey, Kashi. Good morning, friend. How are you? How did your cathedral go? Yeah, no. All right. Snake Anthony, you as well. Good morning. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Oh, Jesus.
Let's go.
Well, now we're in dire docks, so let's do some dock business. You said it, Mario. Oh, Jesus. This is something, you know. Yeah, I had a fun time. I gotta get out of here before the game crashes. We're spawning Marios. God, the game's slowing down so hard. No! Yep, it crashed. In this level in particular, it loves to spawn Marios. Crash the game. Alright, that's fine. Reset. Boop. I had a fun time, yeah.
Me,
I got to make a few puns. Olive was there. We did some technical troubleshooting. It was just the full package of a stream, and I appreciate you for that. All right. Don't you do it. Get away from me. You can never tell if the mushroom's going to give you a life or kill you.
I'm tired.
That's the strat. If the doors start coming at you in the entrance like that, just wait until they push you into that basement area, at which point you can just run away. And then all of the doors will be open. The thing is, though, the key doors you can't run into still, because without being able to interact with the door, you can't load in the new area. So we can't use that to cheese the locks, unfortunately. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Oh god, they're coming after us. Oh, Jesus. We're going to try the slide star again. This level in particular, though, has a really bad habit of like teleporting you to other levels when you go into it. Like, all of them do that, but this one, it seems more than usual. How did we miss that? What time do you need? Isn't it like... Is it below 21 or below 20? Well, that's unfortunate. We can't even collect the star to get out of here. That is, you know... Jesus. You know, we got a star so far. You know? So, like, really, we're on pace. So I'm thinking we may need to take one of those shortcuts down the slide. I don't know. Because Because I didn't think my controls were being messed up that badly right now, honestly. Like, right now, it's not. There aren't any screwy controls going on. But apparently, there are. For whatever reason, I'm not getting down the slide as fast as I normally would. Okay, this is another thing. It forces you to interact with things that are above or below you. So when we went up there, we interacted with Womp's fortress door that was below us. Mario, you're gonna have to work with me here. Mario. That's what I said. Ouch. Oh, God. Oh, Mario, would you... I mean, I don't understand what you mean, Little Boss Gaming. This seems perfectly reasonable. It's just Mario 64. Whoa, okay. Because you know what they say, bird in the hand's worth two in the bush. And, you know, that means a lot. Let's go fight Bowser. I haven't fought Bowser in a while. We're coming for you. Okay, we're stuck. Like Blue's Clues. I've never heard that comparison before, but my God, that's actually accurate, and I hate it. I'm mad that that's accurate. Oh yeah, that is true. That is the case. Hey, cool emote you got there, Code. Gotta be careful. Bowser dropped his quicksand. Yeah, I never made the connection, but yeah, I mean, yeah. You know, Blue Skidoo, we can too. Oh, whip.
Mamma mia!
I like Mrs. Salt and Mr. Pepper. They were my favorite. Whip. Ouch. Whip. Okay. Mario, you're gonna have to work with me here, because... Dark Witch, thank you for the host. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well today. It reversed our control, so I went to go run forward and he just jumped off the map. Okay. You know what? We got a star today, and the game can't take that away from us. Because I would cry. Dang, that is a spiffy bee emo you got there, Dark Witch. Oh. I mean... Okay. Let's pretend like this is gonna be physically possible. Appreciate Keshi, thank you again for the raid. I hope you have a nice rest of your evening. Ouch. Well, we got 2 of the red coins, and really, at the end of the day, isn't that what counts? 2 red coins. In case you guys... Hold on. Whoop, whoop, whoop. In case you guys are in the market for good quality content, whoop. There's Professor Keshi and... I don't have a shout-out command, so I'm going to have to type it up, and I apologize it's taking me so long, but Professor Kechi and Dark Witch of Dream are both fantastic, and you absolutely should be following them. And I don't want to say you're wrong, but if you're not following them, you're wrong. Really cool streamer. Well, now you're just lying. I mean, I don't want to call you a liar, but also, I'm joking. But also, for real though, I'm not. But also, I appreciate you. You're wonderful, and I appreciate you. But also, oh God, could you imagine watching my stream? Jesus, I couldn't. Please let us save. Please let us save. Guys, we got 2 stars at this stream. Okay. Love that soundtrack. I'm going after the 8 reds and womps again. Let me know if you guys want me to crank up the music also, you know, you just let me know. Because this game's got some bumpin' tunes. Some sick beats, I think the kids would say. They would call it YOLO. I think, I don't know, you kids and your lingo. Well, it's a nice slope we got there. So you guys, I was actually curious about that. Do you guys just like watch a movie in the Discord? How do you do that? I'm genuinely curious because I remember you mentioned something about watching movies as a community, and I just couldn't figure out what you meant by that. Okay. Okay. No, 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 no. If we get touched by that star, we're screwed. No, we're dead anyway. So, like, when everything gets pulled towards you like that, that includes stars. The thing is, all of the stars out in the open we've gotten already. So if any of those stars touch us, it's as good as dying. That seems reasonable. I don't know what you all were planning to do with your Tuesday evening, but Mario took a lot of drugs. That sounds so cool. You have such a good community. Like that. And I've been saying that before. It really is a cool group of people. I like stopping by. You got a lot of really cool people. You got a lot of really cool people. Okie doke. Mario, what are you doing? I'd appreciate if you knock it off. Alright, bad news, guys. We died.
Mamma mia!
Good news, Mario decided to, oh man, look at Mario. Mario's dressing, look at him. Well, I mean, now you can't look at him, so that sucks. Here we are. If you move, you'll go through those doors. So we gotta wait for those doors to stop moving. Oh, you know, it happened anyway. Okay, there we go. You know what? I'm feeling spicy. Let's go fight Bowser. Bowser? Bowser forgot to pay his electric bill. We should get out of here. It's awkward. Alright.
Mamma mia!
You know, we're just doing the best we can. Whip, whip, whip. I tell you, that's a weird one when the directions change suddenly. Okay, you know. We're getting there, you guys. 2 stars this stream. That is amazing. Mario, if you're gonna do that left thing, just... Oh my god. He's doing that thing where he just is hard turning left. And it messes with you so much more than you think it would.
Mamma mia!
Okay. Bowser, fight me. Oh, God.
Game over.
I mean, I don't know what I expected.
Okie dokie.
Guys, we've got 25 stars. We're almost there. If you think about it, we only need 70. We're like halfway there or something. I don't know. Maths for nerds.
I'm tired.
So, like, let's go fight Bowser again. Because, like, we can't get it to any new levels unless we beat Bowser. So it's like... Unless we get really lucky, because it can teleport you around to random levels. But the thing about that is, even if we collect every star in the game, we won't then have access to the final Bowser, so it doesn't really matter.
Mamma mia!
Alright, so you know. Sometimes the... Oh, the level is going. Oh, wow. The level's going hard. Level, you're trying a little too hard, alright? Obviously, the level's trying to get a promotion. But we get out of here. You know... See, the problem is before Peach got kidnapped, Mario took just a whole bunch of LSD. I've had nightmares like this. Good. Alright. Yeah, no. And I mean, I'm not trying to shame Mario, like, it'd be hard out there. As long as you're not hurting anybody, you do what you need to do to help you get through the day. But at the same time, very not ideal conditions to be rescuing a princess. What? Okay. So I can't see the red coins, but I know the level well enough to just know where they are anyway. That being said, I still want to be able to see the ground. That would help. Oh, God. Okay. Whip. I mean, that is basically what's happening here, though. Like, I actually just got done playing through this recently. What? Okay. And I wanted to make this fun. I just recently did a 120 star run of this game. So here we are. Sir? Knock it off. Ouch. You gotta, sometimes you explode. It's a problem.
Mamma mia!
Reasonable. Whoa, okay.
Hey, Bella. Nice, sweetheart. Nice, sweetie.
Apologize, brief intermission. Bella is being adorable, and I love her.
Hey, sweetie.
When Miles and Ellie want attention, they like scream at me. Bella, she just puts her paw on you and she looks at you and she's just very patient about it. She'll sit there and just wait. Whenever you're ready. Whoa, okay. Okay, Mario, why are you moving like this? Because you shouldn't be. I promise you shouldn't be. Oh, guys, we lost the Koopa race. The game does this really irritating thing where it simulates lag on Mario and on nothing else. So you'll have just this really irritating choppy movement. But besides that, your inputs will just get eaten. You'll push jump or something and it just won't do it. And it's hilarious. I was actually thinking that was going to happen when I did it. So the thing is, sometimes when you pause on this, it kills you, or it'll just send you to the castle. So you gotta watch out for that. Alright, so far so good. We haven't died yet. This is like the easiest level to get 8 reds in. Game. Right. Reversed our buttons, that's fine. You know, the game might beat us physically, and it may even beat us mentally and emotionally.
Hedgehog.
Whoop. Ooh, okay. Just trying to figure out what buttons do what at any given moment is very difficult. Half the time you're just trying to figure out what your jump button is. Ouch.
Game over. Okie dokie.
You guys wonder why it's called Chaos Edition? Okay.
Hedgehog.
Whip. Alright. Ouch. Can I... Okay, I can't actually jump high enough to grab the one above me. It's alright, it's fine. Sometimes it gives you this crazy teleport upward and jump like that, which is very useful. It puts you higher than you normally would be able to get.
Hedgehog.
Mamma mia!
Oh my god.
Mamma mia!
I really miss his hat. Oh god. When you don't have his hat, he takes double damage. And we've lost it irretrievably. We cannot now find his hat. So that's unfortunate.
Mamma mia!
Game is really giving it to us with that lava effect, right? Like, is it just me, or have we gotten like lava like 20 times in a row? Yeah, so for whatever reason, it's just, yeah, like it's random. So I guess sometimes it's going to happen more than others. That's the definition of, but like, we've been getting a lot of lava. You know, mixed up a little bit. Quicksand.
Mamma mia.
Last time I got done playing this, I played Isaac shortly after, and it felt weird having complete control of my character, like being able to move where I want to. It was such a weird experience. Like, I can't even explain to you in my mind. It was just like my brain was yelling at me that something was wrong. It was so weird. Can I just climb up here? I mean, okay. I mean, you know, it's something. I have had a lot of fun. If you're all familiar, if you've had a chance to check out my YouTube channel, I've had a blast designing some of the thumbnails for this. And I've only had a chance to upload 3 of them so far, because I've only done 3 episodes of this before now. But they get progressively like weirder, and I'm very happy with how they're turning out. I've designed thumbnails for like 14 episodes of this, and this is only number 4. So I'm just having a great time. Alright. Ooh, got a question for you guys. I'm about to hit you with a quiz. Hey Bella. Pop quiz business. So, in this game, there's only 2 levels that actually have thwomps in them. This one, and then one other one. And I'm curious to see if you guys would happen to know what other one that is. If not, yeah, that's probably fine, but just one, I'm quizzing you on your Mario 64 knowledge. Ouch.
Mamma mia.
Hedgehog.
We're not dead yet. So at some point this will have to stop. Right? Alright. No worries. I'm just, you know, here I am. I'm obligated to be an entertainer, so, you know, we're doing quiz stuff. Also, TikTok clock. I believe it stopped moving. Nope, we're still going. Alright, cool. Right. Yeah, we're still moving. Away from the level, which is concerning. That's unfortunate. We were so close. We were so screwed.
Mamma mia!
Don't see anything wrong with that.
Hedgehog.
Tick-tock clock. Sorry. There's, one. At the very top of tick-tock clock. Whip. Okay. Worked out. Oh God! Yeah, this is. It's weird how accurate this is to like a nightmare. Like this is just such a visual representation of having a nightmare. It's weird. Mario could. Ouch. Alright, it's doing that thing where it won't stop moving, and that sucks. Especially because I can't see where Mario is. Okay. Can you either give me control of Mario back? Okay. I was about to say, can you give me control of Mario back, or at least let me see Mario? One or the other. I would be happy with either. Oh God, yeah. There's a really wacky effect where whenever you're in the air, it ground pounds automatically.
Hey, Bella.
Well, I was hoping to do this until he stops sliding. Right. Okay, well, he's doing the tripping thing. Gotcha. Okay. You know, we can deal with tripping. It just means you can't walk. Whoop, okay, you know, there we lost control of Mario again. That is unfortunate. Alright, we're getting there, you guys. Progress is being made. Okay. Watch out for that. Bowser microwaved the level before we got here. And if we're being honest, that's actually a really good strategy. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, no, Mario. I feel like we're being too hard on Mario. I'm sure he doesn't want to be here either.
Bella, stop. Bella.
Alright, still doing the ground pound, like I said. Guys, that's a crazy combo. He can't walk without tripping, and he can't jump without ground pounding. It is just evil. Okay. love that so much every single time. I love that. I feel like we probably should go back to Big Boo's Haunts because that's like we haven't got any stars there yet. It's the only level we have access to that we don't have any stars in. Even Jolly Roger Bay we have 1. Whip. Okay. Okay. You know, we got further that time.
Mamma mia!
Well, that's not good. Alright, yeah, let's go to BBH. You know, let's go back to Cool Mountain. Yeah. Yeah, no. No. Alright, so doors just, you know, doors aren't going to be it. You know, alright. No doors. Fine. That's fair. Let's go back to Bowser. We get in this door. We can use that door. Okay. Well, the game just really wants us to fight Bowser. Still tripping. You know, it's like Space Jam said. Time keeps on tripping, tripping, tripping into the future. I heard Michael Jordan's actually kind of a butthole in his personal life. Heard he's kind of a jerk. God, that frame rate though, Mario, my God. Whoa, okay. Well, you know, that's really not ideal. You don't want that to happen. Well, that does it for us. Okay. Doors are still being difficult. Are all of them or just that one? Okay, all of them, right. That's fair. Well, after this, I'm feeling like I need to... This is new. Yeah, this is a new one. I haven't had this before. Can't say I'm a fan of this at all. Oh God, this is the worst. There we go. Right. No, gonna need to treat myself after this because this is just, oh God. After this, I'm making brownies or something. For real. I need to be able to, you know, after something like this, you gotta really... One sec, my family's yelling at me. Okay. Apologize, my family's deciding to get dinner and they wanted to include me, so that's nice of them. Okay.
Mamma mia!
Whoa, okay. Okay, so Mario is doing that thing where he's, like, I'm not touching anything right now. He's doing that thing where he's going backwards and he can't stop moving. When those two things are combined, it's insane. Like, oh. I mean, it straight up prevents you from going inside most levels, because that.
Mamma mia!
So there's not really anything we can do about that. So, can I now go downstairs? Could you please let me go downstairs? Thank you. Okay, maybe it's gonna cooperate now, finally. Seems like it.
Hedgehog.
Okay, big blues honks. Let's do this. Haven't got any stars here yet. So... is there a way to cheese it to get upstairs? I've gotta think that's doable. It's doing that thing where it ground pounds automatically, so it's, there's nothing I can do about that. I think I can use this wall to get upstairs. It's just he's automatically ground pounding, so it's just not an option. And doing this without being able to see Mario is already very difficult. Alright. Let's, I guess let's do the... nothing. Let's do nothing. Okay. Gotta say, that wasn't expecting that. Okay. You know, Mario not touching any buttons, by the way. Hey, we can see Mario. Can't control him, but we can see him, so you know, we're halfway there. Because just a second ago we couldn't control him or see him, so we're making progress. B, good morning, how are you? You know, I think there's something wrong with my Mario 64. You know, I think there's something wrong with the elevator. Elevator... You know, elevators are overrated. Let's, you know... So I don't think we can do anything in the merry-go-round. Like, there's nothing there. With the first star selected, there's just nothing that goes on in there. Okay.
Mamma mia!
Well, the unfortunate thing is, there aren't any stairs that go down that level. Ouch. Really? Okay, thank you, game.
Mamma mia!
You know? I think we should go back and fight Bowser again. He's met his match. B, thank you for the host. I appreciate you. Okay. Okay, it's doing that thing again where we can't go through doors. That's unfortunate. Go through that door. So, I think we gotta time it right, because the position that the door is in when you interact with it really matters. Because those doors don't take you to the loading zone, they just take you to the other side of the door. So if the door's like, it really just depends on where the door is when you interact with it, really. Keep that in mind. Guys, I don't think this cabin's feeling very good, it needs to lie down. Boy, they sure don't build cabins like they used to. Alright. Okay. B, I hope you've had something to eat today. Same goes for all you guys. I care about you guys, I want to make sure you're eating. It'd be hard out there, I know. I don't take care of myself either, but you know, I still care about you, so gotta make sure you're doing alright. I had breakfast actually, and my family was going to go get food, so I'm probably gonna eat again today, which is just, like, I don't eat on most days, so today I'm eating twice, and that's crazy. Okay, speaking of crazy, this. Aha! Okay. I don't know if stuff's still following us, so I just have to assume it is. We're gonna teleport back to the top. Five red coins. So I can think of where 2 are. Did we get the one down at the bottom? I don't think we did we? Shouldn't be able to walk down the slide like this, so that's weird. Oh, good news! Oh my god. Okay, so the whole stream we haven't been able to have minus lives. You see on the top left there's M1. We are now in negative lives, and that helps tremendously. So what that does for us is we can't get a game over now. Anytime we die, it just adds a minus life. Like, watch. Well, we got dropped down to the death plane, but we didn't die, so that's unfortunate. So I'm gonna have to exit. But we can't now get game over. Every time we die, it's just gonna add a minus life. The only thing that can change that is if the game crashes or something else, we get soft locked and we need to restart the game. But short of that, we've essentially just prevented game overs. But I mean, that only does so much, admittedly, but it's still a bonus. It's still nice to have. Because you can still just keep dying over and over again, that nothing's stopping that from happening. And now we've got negative, or now we've got 0. That is very unfortunate.
Game over.
I've never had it go from negative to not. So I was wrong. Every single stream so far, we've ended up at negative lives and it's never went back. Unless we reset the game. So that's actually really disappointing. Alright, you know, it's not the first time in this game we've been disappointed. Yeah, there's like a remixed version of every track in this game made up of Mario noises.
Hedgehog.
And I want to see if I can download the OST. Boop. What? Ouch. Okay. Whoa, okay. Okay. Mario just picks up the most tremendous speed. So you gotta tap the button. Tap just that little taps. Just little taps. Little taps. If you ask me, you're like, bees. Okay, that's fine and all, but what kind of taps should you do? Little ones. Okay. Can't see most of the stuff here. Fortunately, I just happen to know where most of the red coins, well, I just happen to know where all of the red coins are. So that helps when you can't see them. And I'd love to check on the menu to see how many we've gotten so far. The thing is, if you pause the game, there's a feature where you die. So let's not do that. Okay. I do like how Rainbow Mario looks, though. It's pretty spiffy. Okay. Well, with the seizure menu, we now know that we have 5 reds. So that's nice. You like that? Try to. So the thing is, we don't really have any great way to get to the... Okay, you know... Alright, that actually solved my problem for me. That is... interesting. The issue here is being 1 red coin away from the ends. We may as well be 10 because we could die at any moment. And that's just true in general. Okay. Ouch. Okay, well. Teleport. I'm always just so nervous using this teleport because, like, it's so easy to die over here. Okay. So I think I know which one we're missing. And it shouldn't be an issue. It should just be this one here, right? Problem is, I still have no real way to control Mario. I make suggestions, and the game decides what happens. And besides that, I really just... Like I said, I think I know which one we're missing. I know the red stars in this level, but my memory is garbage, so I can't actually remember which ones we've gotten so far. Ask me to list all 8 of them, I could, but I don't know which ones we've grabbed so far, so I've just gotta get the one I think we haven't gotten yet. And there's a wind... Could you just let... Really? I mean, at least we're not dead. Alright. That's fine. You know, not dead. Progress. As long as you're not dead. That gust is just still right there, isn't it? Why aren't you moving?
Mamma mia!
Hedgehog.
Mamma mia!
Okay. It seems to have subsided. It looks like the game is going to want to cooperate now. I think the worst is behind us. Probably.
Hedgehog.
Okay.
Game over. Okie dokie.
You ever play The Floor's Lava when you're a kid? It's kind of like that. Mario, if you keep moving, you get caught in quicksand. You gotta stay still. Everyone knows that. Oh Jesus.
Okie dokie.
Alright, I mean 25 stars so far. We're over a third of the way there. If you think about it that way, we're knocking this out. That's too bad. If we could have lured that metal door there onto the land and I interacted with it, it would allow us into the basement, where we could then unlock the basement. Actually, speaking of, how come every time I end up in the basement, I go into... Next time we go into one of the basement levels, we can actually sneak over and unlock the basement permanently. I don't know why I haven't bothered to do that yet. I'm just now thinking of that. Because normally it's not an issue. You just beat Bowser and you unlock the basement. Normally it's not something you have to worry about. Yeah, it's not something you usually have to deal with. Okay. So that's actually very helpful. So for that purpose, we don't actually need to beat that Bowser level that we've been stuck on. Which is helpful. Because if we get teleported to one of the basement levels, we can leave and then run over and unlock the basement permanently without his key. We Like, that'd be great. That'd be very, very great. Wonderful, even. We would still need to beat 2 other Bowsers. But you know, cross that bridge when we get to it.
Mamma mia!
Right. Door's still gone. Until you get game over, then it comes back. We're just gonna reset. Because it takes too long to have him drown.
Hello. Okie dokie. Yahoo! Yahoo! Oh.
Right, so we no longer need to worry about the first Bowser fight. That's good. It is a bit of an issue because we can't control when we'll be teleported to one of those basement levels, so it may not happen for a very long time yet, but it's still more realistic than thinking we're going to beat that Bowser fight. You know, Mario, I feel like you're fighting me on this. Mario, would you... So when his jump is disabled, he's not able to jump, you can still do the backflip. Problem with that is I currently also have the code where if I push the Z button, he takes damage, so, you know. Z is how you do that backflip, so that just sucks. Ouch. Okay, yeah, whoop, whoop, whoop. That lag is something else entirely.
Mamma mia!
It just eats your inputs, and that's more frustrating than you think it would be.
Let's go.
Because of all the things going on here, the game not reading your inputs is weirdly irritating.
Game over. Okie dokie. Yahoo!
Alright, we're going back to Jolly Roger Bay. Only got 1 star here so far, and there are a few easy ones we can get. We just have to get this
I'm a
ship
tired.
one first. Okay. I appreciate you, Pete. I hope you get some good rest. You're fantastic company. I just wanted to let you know. I'm sure I'll see you around. Okay. Okay. You know, it would help if we could see Mario. I ain't got no idea what's going on. That yellow box there I want inside of, there's a star in that yellow box. Mario, yo. Okay. Right. So you see what happens is sometimes when you push the pause menu, it takes you out of the level, which is what we call a feature. We doing that left thing again. Ah. Yeah, well, you know. Ah, right. This ship is breakdancing. Let's get out of here. And be careful, sometimes that shit be breakdancing.
Hedgehog.
It is impressive though. Like I am happy. There's a couple levels where we've gotten all but one of the stars. And that's actually genuinely really cool. This one we're only missing one. Bob on Battlefield we're only missing one. So like that's kinda cool. Okay. Alright. Okay. Whip. You know, maybe knock that off. Okay. What? Okay. So this part here is so confusing. Like, what happens to the... Is the Womp still there? Its shadow's there. I can hear it, but for whatever reason, we can't interact with them anymore. It's... Like, I wish I would know what is happening. Because... I mean, yeah, a lot of this is just, you don't know what's going on. It's not like, oh, it's doing this, so I need to do this. It's just like, no, you don't know what's happening. You have no idea. Okay. That sounded very painful. You know, I feel like maybe this is it. What? Yeah, I got 0. Ooh my. Mario! You alright? Oh my god. Yeah, you know, we got 2 stars today. It's warm. I'm about to go step outside. I just gotta clear my head. I appreciate you guys, but my god, yeah, this is... You know what? 25 stars. We just need 45 more. And then beat Bowser a couple times. You know, it'll be alright. We'll get there. I appreciate you guys. This is an undertaking, and we're gonna get there, you know? A little bit at a time. As long as... Oh god, well, I'm about to say as long as we get a star every stream, but I know that's not always gonna be true, so... We're just gonna do the best we can. Appreciate you guys. And hope you have a great rest of your evenings. Chat box is above the bees and it shouldn't have been. There we go. Alright. So hopefully you guys have a great rest of your nights. I appreciate you and please take care of yourselves.